Guys, welcome back. Mike down here in the RC corner, and this video is about a new RC I got. This is the CR-24 from Hobby Plus, but this video is not about that. It's about its new older brother, the CR-18. Stay tuned. So here we go, guys. We got this thing. It all came with. Now I must start this video off with a little bit of sad news about this RC. It's sad news for me because this was sent to me from Banggood, and it was during the anniversary sale in September, the 13th anniversary sale that started on the 9th. I was real excited about getting this RC because, as you know, I have the 24 scale model, and this is the older brother in the lineup. It came to me in a box, but the box got smooshed. And not only that, the box was opened by somebody in customs or in the shipping. The whole truck and the radio and everything, it was all tie wrapped down. They were all snipped. It wasn't like it ripped through the cardboard. It was flat out snipped with scissors or something like that. And also the battery was taken out of the RC. So it came without the stock battery with this. And to note too that the back end got crunched. There's a crease right here. I don't know, let's see if I can get it close. You can definitely tell here by the wheel well there's a crinkle. Also here you can see discoloration. Hopefully it shows on the video. It's kind of whitish here because it was folded. This got crunched down and folded under, and I've been trying to bend it back up and bend it out, but it's not going to be the same, and I'm a little disappointed about that. I'm also disappointed that the battery is missing. I do have a couple battery options. I do have a battery in it right now. I've put it in. I've been kind of in conversation with them, but haven't really gotten an answer yet, but I want to run this video anyways. So we're just going to talk about what comes with the RC. It comes with this manual. It's a bit of a paper fold-out manual, but it's got all the parts, everything you need in it. You get all these parts on Asia Tees website, especially for the CR-24-2. The Hobby Plus all puts their parts on Asia Tees, and they are a very reputable online hobby store to get stuff from, and I recommend them. Of course, shows you how all this stuff works. Really pretty plain and simple manual. You get this really cool cross wrench. It's funny how you get some cross wrenches from bigger RCs and they're like small little plastic ones, and this is a small RC and you get this big cross wrench like that. It's really sturdy and heavy duty. I actually like it a lot. So good for them for including that. You can use that on more than just this RC. You get a real tiny, I would call this almost precision head Phillips screwdriver, because this uses Phillips hardware, screws in it throughout, and it's better to use something small like this. Though I would recommend going to the hardware store, getting a magnetic version, and get some precision tools. And if you get into the micro or mini RCs, it definitely comes in handy. Those ones, they don't handle the screws as well. As you're unscrewing something, might fall off and fall on the floor, then you're on your hands and knees looking around for tiny screws. Got this USB charger here. Now, I've seen this reviewed on a couple other channels, this model, and it was noted, and someone was really on the ball, I can't remember who, but they noted that there was only 2 pins in this charger, so it's not balanced charging your LiPo. So this will charge it and do the trick, but it's not balancing it, so you might want to move to another charger if you have one. The radio on these models are kind of cool. They're a little smaller, but they do fit your hand very well. Foam wheel, you got all your trims up here. Works real well. Your on-off button makes things. The best cool part about this, maybe not the best part, but you have this back trigger here and releases the handle, and then you pop this off, and that's where you put 4 AA's down. Now I also have this same style radio for the blue model I was showing earlier, the CR-24, and I was like, oh, maybe I only need one radio for these two RCs, and it can save on putting batteries around, because we all know that if you have a lot of stock radios, that's a big commitment to batteries. But it did not work. And then I noticed underneath that this has a number, TX1801873, and this one has a total different number. So this one only bound to this model, and this one only bound to that model. The way I get around it though is I put the batteries in one handle and I swap them out, and I just swap the handles going back and forth to the transmitter part. That's just the way I get around it. That's if you're not running both at the same time, and that seems to be working well for me. I've just had this for a short period of time though, so it hasn't really got to that where I want to run both at the same time, but that will happen. But I'm also in the shortage of AAA batteries right now. So we're just going to remove the body posts here, and I'm going to note too that there is LED lights in this model, and they are super bright. Maybe I can demonstrate that right now before I totally take the lid off. Let me give me a minute here to pop it around. Oh, the lid's coming off anyways. It's got a waterproof switch on it, so this definitely will take some splash. So you got your front LEDs, and then your brake light LEDs. They are super, super bright. You can really notice it. Now, when you take this off, you want to kind of lay it this way if you don't want to take the plug off. So the shell is fairly good. This metal roll cage is screwed in. These are plastic side view mirrors. They're not bendable, so that's potential to break off down the road if you're not careful. Standard fare here, just the typical crawler setup, solid axles, and plastic drivetrain through it. It's got a small tiny motor, all-in-one receiver, of course. We got steering servo on the front. Though this kind of setup does lend itself to, if you ever want to get crazy, you could make these four-wheel steering. I don't know why you would want to, but some people like to do that. Also included, I don't have here because I don't know where it is exactly, they also included a bumper for the back. So you can slide the bumper in and put a bumper in the back, and it extends out quite far. So you have a lot of clearance in the back. Now it's got the mini low-C connectors in it, and that's kind of a bit of the pain for me because my bigger batteries have JST plugs. So I have made a little adapter to try bigger ones. You also have to note that the bigger the battery and JST plug, that the wires are crossed over. So you have to make a crossover plug, because these ones, the reds line up and the black and the white match up, which is fine. But on the JST plug, the red is on the other side. So you have to make a crossover when you make an adapter like I did. I do have those wires hanging around, so I made a JST to LST mini low-C connector. So right here I'm stealing the battery from an XK-A600. That's the plane I have from Double Toys, and this battery works in it. It's only 300 milliamp hours. The stock battery is 600 milliamp hours. So it's a little bit bigger and fits that tray better. It's got elastics holding it down. So yeah, it's just overall, it's a really cool RC. It's super detailed. The wheels are like super, super soft. They're just fantastic. There's so many positive things to say about the LEDs. Are really cool. It just runs so nice. Like you'll see that in the running video. The shock suspension is pretty, cool for friction shocks. Definitely could be upgraded, but overall everything is just, I'm impressed with it. I like it. I like how it's all laid out. It's very, you would say, hobby-like. Like this is a hobby grade, and it just all works so well. It looks good. They've done a great job presentation, and I'm just bummed out that this thing got a little bit destroyed in the shipping, and that the battery's missing. So I can't give you the full, true retail experience, because this battery's smaller, make it feel a little bit lighter, and I won't get quite the runtime as I would But overall, I think this truck looks really cool. I'll have a link in the notes to the other models too. It also comes more with like a Jimmy style uh, SUV type body. There's a few different options and colors. This also comes in blue with this like 80s style pickup truck type body. I think it looks great. Anyways, be on the lookout soon for the running video of this. So I'm going to try and take this out to a good area to run this. Uh, Always appreciate you guys tuning into these videos. I'd like to hear your feedback. Um, I know there might be some feedback about buying things from overseas and they're getting damaged and stuff like that. Sure, I like to hear your story. Everyone's probably got a horror story like that, but that's part of the business. Getting, I would say probably lots of these RCs, the odd time something does happen and it sucks, no doubt about it. And hopefully we can figure something out and get this thing running to its optimal. Alright, thanks for tuning into this, guys. Always appreciate it. Hope everyone's doing well. Take care, peace out, and we'll catch you on the next one.